You ask me, beloved Master, why do I feel so heavy when I try to be a good person? Why does being nice feel like such a burden? It feels like a burden because it is a burden. It is not only a burden, it is a grave. You are carrying your own corpse on your shoulders, and you are asking me why it is so heavy. You have been told for centuries that to be nice is the highest goal of life. Your parents told you, your teachers told you, your priest told you, be nice, be good, behave, but nobody told you the cost. Nobody told you that to be nice, you have to commit suicide. To be nice means you have to deny your truth. If you are angry, the nice person smiles. If you are hateful, the nice person shows love. If you are screaming inside, the nice person remains silent. You become a split personality, you become schizophrenia. On the surface, everything is clean, everything is polished, everything is plastic. But deep down, you are boiling. Deep down, there is a hell. And the heavier the lid you put on it, the nicer you try to be, the more the steam gathers inside. I do not teach you to be nice. I teach you to be alive. And life is not nice. Have you ever seen a storm? Is it nice? Have you ever seen a tiger attacking its prey? Is it nice? Have you ever seen a volcano erupting? Is it nice? No, they are not nice, but they are real. They are authentic. They are vibrant with energy. The man who is trying to be nice is slowly killing his own energy. He is afraid of his own storm. He is afraid of his own tiger. So he puts the tiger in a cage. He drugs the tiger and he stands in front of the cage with a painted smile saying, "Look, I am a saint." You are not a saint. You are simply a coward. Let it sink in deep, because it will hurt your ego. Your niceness is nothing but cowardice wrapped in beautiful paper. You are nice because you are afraid of conflict. You are nice because you are afraid of rejection. You are nice because you want the other person to say, "Look what a good man he is." It is a begging bowl. You are begging for attention. You are begging for a certificate of good conduct from the society. And the society gives you the certificate, but in exchange, it takes your soul. I have looked into the eyes of thousands of your so-called good people, your missionaries, your social workers, your bishops. I have looked into their eyes, and there is nobody home. The house is empty. They are just shells. They don't laugh because if they laugh, they might lose control. They don't cry because if they cry, the mask might slip. They walk like robots, calculated, managed. They are the walking dead. And then I look at the sinner. I look at the man whom society condemns. Perhaps he is a drunkard. Perhaps he is a thief. Perhaps he is a gambler. I am not saying that being a thief is good. Do not misunderstand me. But the thief has one quality that the bishop does not have. He is alive. He has blood in his veins, not water. He has desire. He has passion. He has the guts to go against the law. His energy is moving in the wrong direction. That is true. But at least the energy is moving. You can turn a steering wheel of a moving car and the thief can become a Buddha. It is very easy, just a turn of the wheel. But you cannot turn the steering wheel of a parked car, and the nice person is a parked car. He has applied the brakes so hard for so many years that the engine has died. So you ask me why you feel heavy? You feel heavy because you are carrying a lie. Drop it. Drop this whole idea of being good. You are not here to satisfy the expectations of others. You are not here to fulfill your mother's dream or your father's dream. You are here to blossom into your own being. And sometimes to blossom, you have to break the pavement. Sometimes to be real, you have to be bad in the eyes of the blind. The first step towards freedom is to accept that you are dangerous. Stop pretending to be a lamb. You are a lion, and a lion is not nice. A lion is majestic. Now we must look deeper into how this machinery of niceness was built in you. How did they destroy your lion? How did they turn you into a sheep? You were not born a nice person. No child is born nice. Look at a child. Have you ever seen a nice baby? It is impossible. A baby is wild force of nature. A baby is authentic. When the baby is hungry, he screams. He does not care if it is midnight. He does not care if the mother is sleeping. He does not care about the neighbors. He simply screams. He is total in his screaming. And when he is happy, he laughs. He gurgles with joy. He is not managing his face. He is not looking in the mirror. He is simply being whatever the moment demands. But then the machinery starts. The factory of the society begins its work, and the agents of this factory are your parents. I do not say they are bad people. They love you, but their love is unconscious. Because they were destroyed by their parents, now they are destroying you. It is a heritage of blindness. They start pruning you. Just like a gardener prunes a wild rose bush to make it look like a square box, the bush looks neat. It looks nice, but the bush is in agony. Because a rose bush is not meant to be a square box. The mother says, don't be angry. Anger is bad. So the child asks, what should I do with this energy coming up in me? And the mother says, swallow it, sit still, smile. So the child swallows the anger. It goes into his stomach. It goes into his blood. Then the teacher says, don't run, don't shout, sit silently. So the child kills his energy in his legs. He kills the energy in his throat. He becomes a statue. And when he becomes a statue, everybody claps. Everybody says, look, what a good boy, what a nice boy. They are clapping for your death. They are celebrating that the wild animal has been tamed. They are happy that a lion has been turned into a sheep. And the most dangerous part is you start believing them. This is the tragedy. If the child simply obeyed them but knew inside they are crazy, there would be no problem, but the child is helpless. He needs the mother's love. He needs the father's protection. He realizes, if I am myself, they withdraw their love. If I am nice, they give me love. So love becomes a transaction. Love becomes a bribe. To survive, the child makes a decision deep in his unconscious mind. He decides, I will not be me, I will be what they want me to be. This is the birth of the ego. This is the birth of the nice person. It is a survival strategy. You murdered your own soul just to get a little bit of attention, a little bit of approval. They install a policeman inside your head. They call it conscience. Do not confuse conscience with consciousness. They are polar opposites. Consciousness is yours. It is your own light. Conscience is theirs. It is the voice of your grandfather, your priest, your society echoing inside your head. It is a tape recording. When you want to be angry, the tape plays. No, good people don't get angry. When you want to love, the tape plays. No. Is it moral? Is it right? You are never alone. Even in your bathroom, the whole society is watching you from inside your head. You are possessed. You are not free. You think you are making your own choices? Nonsense. Your choices are dictated by dead people who lived 5,000 years ago. They wrote the script, and you are just an actor performing it. And the result? The result is that you have forgotten who you really are. You look in the mirror and you see the mask. You have worn the mask for so long that the skin of your face has grown into the mask. You cannot even take it off. This is why you are miserable. A nice person is bound to be miserable because happiness belongs to reality. Happiness belongs to truth. Happiness does not belong to a plastic flower. So now, look at yourself. Are you a real flower or are you plastic? If you feel heavy, if you feel bored, if you feel that life has no juice, it means you are plastic. It means the conditioning has worked perfectly. The factory has succeeded. But I am here to sabotage the factory. I am here to undo what your parents have done. Not because I am against them, but because I am for you. We have seen the factory. Now we must look at the basement. We must look at what happens to all those energies you swallowed. Where did they go? They are waiting. You have been told that if you don't look at something, it disappears. This is the greatest lie ever told to humanity. In the world of the mind, the law is exactly the opposite. If you don't look at something, if you repress it, it does not disappear. It goes deeper. It goes into the roots. It becomes more powerful. Think of a spring. You press the spring down with your thumb. You are using force to keep it down. The moment you tire, the moment you relax your thumb, the spring will jump up with tremendous force, much more force than if you had just left it alone. This is what you are doing with your energies. You are pressing them down into the basement of your being. You think you are cleaning the house. You are just throwing the garbage in the basement and you have locked the door. You don't go there. You are afraid to go there, but the garbage is rotting. It is fermenting. And because you have repressed it, it has turned into poison. Anger is energy. It is fire. If you express it, it is released. It is finished. The sky is clear again. But if you repress it, it becomes hate. Anger is temporary. Hate is permanent. Anger is a flash of lightning. Hate is a cancer. The nice person is full of cancer. He has repressed so much that he is heavy. Have you felt the heaviness of so-called religious people? They cannot dance. They cannot sing. They cannot laugh. They are so heavy because they are carrying a mountain of unlived life within them. And this mountain is growing every day. Every time you smile when you wanted to scream, you added a stone to the mountain. Every time you were polite when you wanted to be real, you added poison to the system. Now you are sitting on a volcano and you are trembling. The nice person is always trembling inside, afraid. Afraid that if he relaxes, even for one moment, the volcano will erupt. That is why he cannot relax. That is why he cannot meditate. Because meditation means relaxing. And if he relaxes, the madness comes up. So he keeps himself busy. He is always doing something, serving the poor, reading the Bible, going to the club, earning money. He has to remain occupied 24 hours a day, because if he stops, the ghosts from the basement will start coming up. And one day it happens. It is bound to happen. You can hold the spring down for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, but you cannot hold it forever. Life is stronger than you. Energy is stronger than your ego. One day, for a very small reason, the nice person snaps. Maybe the coffee was cold. Maybe the wife said just one small word, and suddenly the man goes mad. He kills the wife. He burns the house. He starts shooting people. And the neighbors are shocked. They say, "We cannot believe it. He was such a nice man. He was the nicest man in the neighborhood. He never even raised his voice." They are fools. They do not understand the psychology of the mind. He exploded because he never raised his voice. He exploded because he was too nice. If he had been a little less nice, if he had shouted once in a while, the energy would have been released. The steam would have escaped, but he hermetically sealed the container, so the explosion had to be total. This is the danger of morality. This is the danger of your civilization. It creates madmen who look like gentlemen. Look at your politicians. Look at your generals. They are all very well mannered. They wear nice suits. They speak polite language. But they are ready to drop atom bombs on millions of innocent people. How is this possible? It is possible only because they are disconnected from their own hearts. They have repressed their humanity so much that they have become machines. A machine can kill millions without feeling anything. A nice person is a machine. I want you to be a human being, not a machine. And to be a human being means to accept your animal. The animal is not bad. The animal is innocent. When a tiger is angry, it is beautiful in its anger. It is radiating energy, and the next moment it is silent. The tiger does not carry a grudge against the deer for 20 years. It does not write in a diary, "I will get him next time." No, nature creates no basement. Only man creates a basement. Only man carries the past, and because of this past, you miss the present. You are so full of the smoke of repression that you cannot see the sun. So what is the solution? If repression is the disease, then expression is the beginning of the cure. But society will not allow you to express. If you express in the marketplace, they will put you in jail. So I have devised methods, I have devised meditations just for this purpose, to let the steam out, to let the madness out, to unclog the volcano consciously. There is a beautiful ancient story. I have loved it very much. It goes like this. There was a great saint, a very famous ascetic. He was a nice man, very respected by the society. He followed all the rules. He fasted, he prayed, he woke up early in the morning. Everyone touched his feet. And exactly opposite his house lived a prostitute. She was a sinner in the eyes of the world. She was selling her body to survive. The whole town condemned her. But the saint, he was very interested in her. He was obsessed with her. Every morning he would wake up, look out the window, and see who was entering her house, and he would count. He would say to himself, "Look at this wretched woman. Another man has gone in. She is accumulating so much bad karma. She will rot in hell." And then he would look at himself and smile. He would say, "And look at me. I am praying. I am so pure. I am accumulating so much virtue. Heaven is guaranteed for me." The prostitute also looked out the window. She would see the saint praying. She would hear his bell ringing in the temple, and she would cry. Tears would roll down her cheeks. She would feel so dirty, so unworthy. She would pray to God, "Lord, I am lost. I have wasted my life in filth. But look at that holy man across the street. He is so beautiful. He is so pure. Please, if you cannot save me, at least save him. He deserves your grace." She was constantly thinking of the saint, of his prayer, of his holiness. Her heart was full of worship. And the saint, he was constantly thinking of the prostitute, of her lovers, of her body, of her sin. His mind was full of filth. One day, as death comes to everyone, death came to both of them. It happened at the same moment. The angels of death arrived, and the angels of God arrived. But a great confusion happened. The angels of God took the prostitute, and the angels of death took the saint. The saint started screaming. He said, "What is this? There has been a mistake. I am the saint. I am the nice guy. I followed all the commandments. That woman is a sinner. You have the wrong address." And the angels laughed. Angels always laugh at your stupidity. They said, "There is no mistake." We do not look at your actions. Actions are just on the surface. We look at your consciousness. You lived in the temple, but your mind was in the brothel. You were thinking only of her sins. You were full of judgment. You were full of ego. You were so happy that you were better than her. That ego is the heaviest thing in existence. It sinks you to hell. But this woman, she lived in the brothel, but her mind was in the temple. She was thinking of holiness. She was humble. She felt she was nothing. And because she felt she was nothing, she became light. She is empty of ego. And only emptiness can enter heaven. This story is not just a story. It is the reality of your life. The nice person is exactly like that saint. He is always watching others. Look at him. He is drinking alcohol. Look at her. She is wearing short clothes. Look at them. They are immoral. Why are you so concerned with others? Why are you keeping a ledger of other people's sins? I will tell you why. Because deep down, you want to do exactly what they are doing. The saint wants to go to the prostitute, but he is a coward. He is afraid of his reputation. So he satisfies his desire by watching her and by condemning her. Condemnation is a trick of the mind. By condemning the thief, you feel you are honest. By condemning the sinner, you feel you are a saint. It is a cheap way to feel good about yourself. It costs nothing. You don't have to be actually transformed. You just have to criticize someone else. This is why nice people are always gossiping. Have you noticed? Who gossips the most? The people who pretend to be the most moral. They are always whispering, "Did you hear what she did? Did you hear who he is sleeping with?" Their eyes shine when they talk about other sins. They enjoy it. They are eating it. If you are really innocent, if you are really holy, you will not see sin anywhere. A man of innocent eyes sees God everywhere, even in the drunkard. He sees the divine struggling, searching. He does not judge. He has compassion. But the nice person has no compassion. He has a measuring tape. He is always measuring. I am this high, you are this low. And as long as you are measuring, you are missing. God is not an accountant. Drop your calculations. Now you have to ask yourself a very fundamental question. Why? Why is the whole world insisting that you should be nice? Why this tremendous pressure from the kindergarten to the university, from the church to the state, just to make you obedient? It is not for your benefit. Do not be fooled. It is for the benefit of the vested interest. It is a conspiracy. The politician, the priest, the pedagogue, this is the unholy trinity. They are in a deep conspiracy against the individual. They do not want individuals. They do not want human beings who are alive, alert, and rebellious. Because a rebellious man is dangerous to the establishment. Think about it. The politician needs soldiers. He needs people who are ready to die and ready to kill. without asking a single question. If you are a real man, if you have any intelligence, you will ask why? Why should I kill this stranger? He has done nothing to me. He is playing the flute on the other side of the border. He has a wife, he has children. Why should I shoot him? If you ask why, you are no longer a good soldier. A good soldier is a machine. He simply waits for the order. Right turn, left turn, shoot, and he shoots. To create this robot, they have to destroy your intelligence. They have to destroy your no. They have to make you so nice, so obedient that you cannot disobey authority. The priest needs you to be nice, because if you are real, you will not need the priest. You will experience God directly. You will look at the sunrise and you will dance. That is prayer. You will love a woman and you will disappear in that love. That is meditation. But if you are happy, if you are fulfilled, who will go to the temple? Who will put money in the donation box? Who will confess their sins? The priest needs you to be miserable. He needs you to be trembling with guilt. So he teaches you everything is a sin, sex is a sin, anger is a sin, joy is a sin. He cripples you, and when you are crippled, you need crutches. The priest provides the crutches. He says, "Come to me, I will save you." First they make you sick, then they sell you the medicine. It is a great business. And look at your education system. I call it the murder of the innocent. What are they doing in schools? They are not sharpening your intelligence. They are simply stuffing you with memory. They are teaching you how to compete, how to push others down, how to climb the ladder. But the most important thing they teach is conformity. Fit in, do not stand out. If you stand out, you will be punished. If you repeat the textbook like a parrot, you will be rewarded. You will get a gold medal. A gold medal for what? For vomiting. You swallow the information, you vomit it on the exam paper, and you become a master of arts. You have not become a master of anything. You have become a slave. Society is afraid of the individual because the individual is unpredictable. You cannot control a Jesus. You cannot control a Socrates. You cannot control a Buddha. They live by their own light. They do not follow the crowd. The crowd hates them. The crowd wants to destroy them because their very presence is an insult to the crowd. When a Buddha walks by, suddenly you feel you are asleep. When a free man walks by, suddenly you feel your chains. And nobody wants to feel their chains. So the crowd says, kill him, crucify him, or if you cannot kill him, at least ignore him, call him mad. This is why they have made you nice. They have cut your wings. They have put you in a cage, and they have decorated the cage with gold. They give you titles, degrees, awards. Look, he is a sir, he is a lord, he is a president. These are just decorations on the cage. Inside, the bird is weeping. Inside, the bird has forgotten how to fly. I want you to remember your wings. The sky is still there. The cage is not locked. The door is open. It has always been open. The only thing keeping you in the cage is your own habit of being nice. Walk out. The moment you walk out, you will be alone. The crowd will not follow you. The politician will not protect you. The priest will condemn you. But for the first time, the wind will touch your face. For the first time, you will know what it means to be free. You have been told to cultivate a strong character. The whole educational system, the whole morality is based on this one word, character. He is a man of character. When you say that, you think you are praising him. In my language, you are insulting him. What is character? Character means you have learned a set of rules. Character means you have fixed your habits. Character means you have decided beforehand how you will act in the future. If a man asks for money, you have a rule: I never give to beggars. You don't look at the man, you don't look at his eyes. You don't feel the situation. You simply consult your rule book. Rule number 4, no money for beggars. And you say no. This is the man of character. He is a robot. He acts out of the past. He acts out of memory. He is dead to the present moment. I do not teach character. I teach consciousness. And the difference is vast. The difference is unbridgeable. Think of a plastic flower. A plastic flower has many advantages over a real rose. It is very durable. It is washable. If it rains, it does not get destroyed. If the sun is too hot, it does not wilt. It is permanent. It is very nice. It is always perfect. But it has one defect. It has no soul. It has no fragrance. And no bee ever comes to a plastic flower to collect honey. The bee is wiser than you. The bee knows life when it sees it. The man of character is a plastic flower. He is very durable. He is very consistent. You can predict exactly what he will do. If you insult him, he will smile. Because he has practiced the smile for 30 years. It is a painted smile. It does not come from his heart, it comes from his head. But a real rose is fragile. In the morning it dances in the wind. By the evening, the petals fall and it is gone. Real life is always dangerous. Real life is always changing. The man of consciousness has no character. He is empty. He is like a mirror. Whatever comes in front of him, he responds to it, not out of a rule book, but out of his awareness. If he feels love, he gives love. If the situation demands a roar, he roars. He is not afraid of contradicting himself. A man of character is afraid of contradicting himself because he has to maintain his image. I am a man of peace. How can I shout? So he suppresses the shout. But the man of consciousness says, I am noble. I have no image to maintain. If the existence wants me to shout, I become the shout. I am just a bamboo flute. The song belongs to the existence. This is why society loves character. Because character makes you predictable. And society loves predictable people. They want to know exactly where you will be tomorrow. They want to know that you are reliable. Like a good car, like a good washing machine. Nobody wants a washing machine that is moody. Nobody wants a car that says, today I don't feel like going to the office, today I want to go to the beach. You would call that car crazy. And that is exactly what society calls the awakened man, crazy, because he is not a machine. He follows his own inner rhythm. You have to choose. Do you want to be a respectable, durable plastic flower, or do you want to be a real rose? If you choose the rose, remember you will have thorns. If you choose the rose, remember you will be vulnerable. If you choose the rose, you will not be nice. Sometimes you will prick people, but that pricking is real. And even the pain given by a real person is better than the smile given by a false person. Because the pain wakes you up. The false smile just puts you to sleep. Drop your character. It is just an armor you are wearing to protect yourself from life. Take it off. Let the wind touch your skin. Be vulnerable. In that vulnerability, God enters. So now the question arises, if I am not to be nice, what am I supposed to do? Should I become a criminal? Should I go and murder people? This is how the mind jumps to extremes. The mind is a drunkard. If you tell it, don't fall in the ditch on the left, it immediately jumps into the ditch on the right. I'm not saying be a criminal, and I'm not saying be a saint. I'm saying be whole. For centuries, humanity has been divided. On one side, there is the Zorba, the materialist. He eats, he drinks, he enjoys sex, he enjoys money, he is happy, but he has no soul. He is shallow. When death comes, he trembles because he knows nothing beyond the body. On the other side, there is the Buddha, the spiritualist. He meditates, he closes his eyes, he runs away to the Himalayas. He has a soul, but he is poor, he is starving. He has rejected the beautiful world that existence has created. He is half alive. I want you to be both. I call my new man Zorba the Buddha. You have to be capable of enjoying the market, and you have to be capable of sitting in silence. You have to be capable of love and capable of aloneness. No rejection, no repression, total acceptance of life in all its dimensions. The nice person rejects his biology, he rejects his anger, he rejects his sex. The Zorba, the Buddha, accepts his biology, but he brings consciousness to it. This is the secret key. This is the only way out of the trap. Witnessing. When anger comes, the nice person says, this is bad, hide it. The crude person says, this is anger. Let me hit someone. But the man of awareness, he does neither. He sits in his room, he closes his eyes, and he watches the anger. He looks at it as if it is a cloud passing in the sky. He says, hello, anger, you are here. He feels the heat in his chest. He feels the blood boiling, but he remains separate. He is the watcher on the hill, and the anger is just the traffic on the road. If you can watch your anger without judging it as bad, a miracle happens. Because you are not feeding it. and you are not fighting it. It slowly dissolves, it evaporates, and the energy that was trapped in the anger is released. It becomes pure vitality. It becomes sharpness of intelligence. This is the alchemy of the rebel. He transforms poison into medicine, not by being nice, but by being aware. When you stop trying to be nice, you become authentic. And an authentic man is capable of a different kind of compassion. It is not the polite compassion of the missionary. It is the roaring compassion of a lion. Remember Jesus? He was not a nice man. He entered the temple of Jerusalem with a whip in his hand. He overturned the tables of the money changers. He was angry, but his anger was not out of hate. It was out of love. He was destroying the lies to save the truth. A nice person cannot do that. A nice person would have said, "Excuse me, Mr. Money Changer, would you mind leaving?" And nothing would have changed. Sometimes you need a whip. Sometimes love has to be fierce. But to be fierce, you need guts. You need the courage to be unpopular. The nice person sells his soul for popularity. The rebel risks everything for truth. I am inviting you to be a rebel. Enjoy the world. Wear beautiful clothes. Eat good food. Live in a comfortable house. Don't be a beggar. But don't get lost in it. Remain the witness. Remain the master. If you can hold these two together, the earth and the sky, the body and the soul, then you are whole. And to be whole is to be holy. There is no other holiness. So now the choice is yours. And it is a dangerous choice. I am not offering you a bed of roses. I am offering you a fire. If you choose to remain nice, your life will be safe. You will have a good job, a good reputation, a respectable funeral. People will say, "He was such a good man," but inside you will have missed the whole adventure. You will die without ever having lived. You will be a seed that never became a flower, safe but dead. If you choose to be authentic, if you choose to be a rebel, I cannot promise you safety. You will be insecure. You will be misunderstood. You will be condemned. Society may even crucify you in its own way. But in that danger, you will find your soul. In that insecurity, you will find God. Because God is not a security guard. God is the wild ocean, and only those who are ready to leave the shore can know the ocean. Don't be afraid of the darkness inside you. Bring it out. If you are human, you have shadows. Accept them. Love them. The moment you accept your shadows, they lose their power over you. The moment you accept your devil, the devil becomes a servant of the divine. Energy is energy. So I say to you, take the risk, drop the mask, let the painted smile fall and shatter on the floor. Show your original face, even if it is ugly. Show it, because a real ugly face is beautiful in its truth, but a false beautiful face is ugly in its lie. This is my message to you. Unlearn your niceness. Reclaim your wildness. Don't try to go to heaven. Heaven is for the hypocrites. Be ready to go to hell, but go dancing, go singing. If you can go to hell dancing, hell will disappear. For a man of awareness, hell cannot exist. And for a man of unawareness, even heaven is a prison. Wake up, the factory is closed, the parents are gone, the teachers are gone, you are alone now, you are free. Do not waste this freedom trying to impress a blind world. Live, just live, and let life decide what is good and what is bad.